When actors become famous, it isn't a surprise when they also dip their toes into the literary world, especially when it's an autobiography describing their life and the journey they've had so far. Just like many stars, Sam Heughan is also about to release a book called Waypoints, and the excitement for it has built as he teased creative insight to fans 1 month until its release. Let's talk more about it in this video, beginning with the bookish journey. Fans are excited about Heughan's new book that's set to release on the 25th of October 2022, and with the final touches now almost done, Heughan has shared some details regarding it that have the fans eager for more. Waypoints, My Scottish Journey, is gonna be the Scott Hunk's first memoir. It promises an intimate journey into self-discovery that the Outlander star took on Scotland's West Highland Way, as he mapped out the moments that shaped his views on ambitions and dreams, friendship, family, love, and life. The way it's been described so far, it sounds like it's gonna be one amazing book. And we really don't mind reading more about Heughan. We'd even read his bathroom schedule. We don't mind. Remember that TikTok? How can we ever forget something like that? If we didn't mind learning about that, we're gonna absolutely love reading about his actual life that isn't concerned with the toilet and his bowels. As we told you, the book will be available to buy on October 25th, and Heughan just can't contain his excitement. On Sunday, he told his fans he'd be putting out a newsletter on Monday where he'll be giving them some insight into how Waypoints even came about. He took to Twitter and screamed, "1 month!" and how Waypoints was almost here. Tomorrow, he said, he was going to be sending out a special newsletter where he'll be answering questions and providing more information and insight into the process that it takes to create a book. Next up, fans going crazy. So, it's going to be Sam Heughan educating us? Well, okay, Professor Heughan. Someone needs to cast him immediately as a hot, sexy literature professor, okay? Make him wear a sweater and glasses. We don't care. In his tweet, he also asked his fans to sign up for more exclusive news and shared the link where they can pre-order his book. So if you still haven't ordered it, what are you waiting for? Get your hands on it! His message also included a picture which usually had his fans swooning as they reacted with happiness to the news. One user excitedly said that it's like bringing a baby into the world and waiting for everyone's reaction. Just way more private and vulnerable than anything else because you're basically pouring your heart out, right? And this is Sam's solo, not a role he's playing, and it takes guts, and he should be very proud. Another user tweeted, exclaiming that it's a beautiful picture that he shared, and she wishes she could pick up her copy when she meets him at NYCC in 2 weeks to get a personalized signature. Speaking of, English won't stop them. Even those people are hurrying up to buy the book whose first language isn't even English. That's called top-notch dedication and love for the star. One person tweeted very excitedly that they're already lining up to buy the book and would like to know if it's gonna be released in French one day. That'd be really great, but we honestly don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon, considering we don't know how the book's gonna do. We understand that because it's Heughan, it'll be an instant success, but the publishers can't really take that risk. So that could take a while, if at all. And the user also understands that because they said they'll read it in English in the meantime. Moving on, the wild inspiration. Why shouldn't fans be excited? The synopsis of the book promises a love letter to the wild landscape of Scotland that means so much to Sam and a charming, wise, funny insight to the world through his eyes. Heughan himself called his book a memoir with a difference. He said he wanted to tell the stories and share the experiences that have shaped him. But in order to do that, he needed to challenge himself and spend some time in his own company, away from the distractions of everyday life. And for that, there wasn't a better place for him to reflect than in the wild Scottish Highlands. We'd love to go visit the wild Scottish beauty and see what inspired the actor so much about it that he decided to write a memoir. Also, if you're thinking this is the first time Heughan is gonna jump into the world of literature, you couldn't be more wrong. His book, Travelogue, Clanlands, became a New York Times bestseller after its release in 2020. Excited about Heughan's new book release? We all are. But for now, let's move on from that and talk about some other Sam Heughan-related news. First off, Sam Heughan is the most influential Outlander star on social media. Are you surprised, though? We aren't. Sam Heughan's popularity since the start of Outlander has known no bounds, and it's not exactly a surprise either that many people are making money online through social media platforms such as Instagram. With the success of Outlander since its release back in 2014, many of the stars of the show are also making some extra dough by jumping on the bandwagon. Both a brave 18th century soldier and a successful entrepreneur and social media influencer, Heughan is earning quite some amount thanks to his fans who follow him religiously. With his legion of 3.8 million fans, the 41-year-old is now the most influential cast member, with the capability to earn around £8,676 with each sponsored post on Instagram. Crazy, right? But it's not a surprise, to be honest. When we say the power of social media, this is also what we mean. You can have your share of money from the show, but if you manage to get a big following on Instagram, your passive income is gonna flow. Right behind him is his co-star, Katrina Balfe, with her 1.8 million followers, who makes £4,336 per post. That's less than half of what Heughan is making, and their social media follower numbers don't make a huge difference. Next up, Outlander star Sam Heughan wishes Katrina Balfe a happy birthday in a sweet message. Katrina Balfe turned 43 today, and according to her on-screen husband, she will be spending her birthday on set in Cumbernauld. The two share such a special bond on screen, and it's no surprise that the two are also chummy off-screen. Their friendship blossomed since they first became co-stars in 2014, and they both have the same sense of humor. It's pure chaos on set. Just ask the people they work with. Their witty banter also delights the fans on social media. Remember the time when Katrina Balfe trolled Heughan after Ireland beat Scotland in rugby's Six Nations? Oh, that was a joy because Heughan wasn't happy. But it looks like everything's forgiven as Heughan took to social media to wish Katrina a happy birthday in a cheeky way that didn't surprise any of us. He wrote, "Happy birthday, Balfe. Wishing you a fun, wet day on set. Perhaps the horses will give you another birthday gift. X." Claire Fraser hasn't replied to the post yet, but fans were very happy to see the two engage in banter yet again and amuse all the fans. We can't wait to see the two of them back in Season 7. Last of all, Sam Heughan's Outlander audition video. Sam Heughan unearthed some old footage from his audition that showed us that he was Jamie Fraser from the beginning. They couldn't have found a better one. If you've bought the Outlander Season 6 Home Entertainment Collection, you know there's a special clip in it about Heughan as part of the bonus footage. That's his audition tape for the role of Jamie Fraser. When you watch the tape, you just know immediately that he was born to play that character. Wearing a gray t-shirt with a couple of buttons unbuttoned at the top in the video, Heughan stood in front of a blue background. With his charming smile and boyish good looks on display, the moment he appeared on camera, he looked like he really did belong in the 18th century, fighting all his enemies. Meryl Davis, the executive producer, remembered what that moment was like for them when they first saw Sam's tape. They watched the tape and immediately knew that they'd found their Jamie. Funnily enough, all along, they'd assumed they'd never find him. It was like a needle in a haystack. Yet, Heughan was the perfect fit. That's it from our side today. See you in the next one.